That's why the breath work is so important. When I was thinking about like the year in review or whatever, the last thing is just that like I've been looking for so long, and I've been looking everywhere for something to nurture me and to maintain that belief and that knowledge that like nothing is good or bad and it's all just experiences. Like I know it, but like how do I maintain it, and how do I like translate that into my interactions with people and the way that I communicate, right? And the biggest thing is that like I'm unable to do it because I'm constantly in fight or flight. Like my physiology is constantly in fight or flight, and I'm reacting with anxiety, I'm reacting with frustration and with anger, and all these things are coming up. That's why like the breath work that we've been doing was like such a pivotal thing. And it's not like I haven't done spiritual practice before. Like I've tried meditation and Tai Chi, but it doesn't activate your system in the same way. It doesn't have the same intensity. And the purpose of this breath work specifically is to make your nervous system parasympathetic, right?
So essentially, when you're holding your breath, you think you're going to die, fight or flight. And then when you finally let go of the breath hold, the point is to recover your breath as fast as possible. Right.
To remind yourself that you're not going to die as fast as possible.
And to get into parasympathetic as soon as possible. So you're teaching your brain and your body to become very resilient to stress and to be able to handle it whenever it appears. Yeah. Or even if it's mental, physical. It's like all that. And this breathwork is amazing because not only does it apply to like the physiology, like the physical aspect of your, like how your blood functions, how your system is regulated.
I mean, all breathwork does, but this one, like our teacher, Bryan, is like incredible at explaining it. And I personally really value having like being able to be like, okay, like this is actually what's going on in my body. I'm not just doing it because
like having the knowledge. I feel like it's worse if you don't know where it's coming from.
It and be like, oh, this is what this is doing. Yeah. And this is exactly what's happening.
Yeah, he's great.
It's like on a physical level and an emotional level and like spiritual too, because it's a practice. It's like that. It is hit.
They all go together.
Yeah. It is at all of those three like balls out of the park for me. And I don't know where you were going with it, but.
Yeah, I was just going to say like just in terms of like keeping your head leveled and like believing in yourself and having that capacity, that will to. I think there's like two things, right? So it's the discipline, the maintenance of the practice. So
keeping your shit together.
With the breath work, it's like I'm keeping my shit together because now I'm like teaching my system that, oh wait, I can differentiate between levels of stress and I'm not always like freaking out about everything, even if I have somehow convinced myself that I'm not. Now I truly can say that I'm not freaking out about everything. Like I feel it. I know it.
And the thing is, like, it's not just the practice itself. Well, it is the practice, but it's what the practice does to you. Unlike when you're resting.
And it's that, and then
I finally cracked.
The one other thing is like, so that's the consistency aspect of it, right? And you need to keep doing it, right? You have to keep doing it to maintain that awareness in your system. But then the second thing is that this practice actually like clears out your lymph, and your lymph is like the storage for all the bullshit in your body, the crazy, and then I mean like the physical and the mental is the same thing. So it's that like crazy trauma that just like can't get out of your system, the build up. Oh my god. And so for me it's like on the full moon on November 30th, my lymph on the right hand side, I got this crazy electric bolt shock up me, and I have felt so much lighter since then, because what it really does is that I think it empties a space in you.